it going? Happy Monday, if you can call it happy. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Oh, we've been doing great. I've been doing pretty well. Nothing too exciting. Oh shit, I didn't got to load up the game before I started because the game's gonna take a while to connect. I've been doing great. I've been doing great. Nothing too exciting. Just another Monday. Just doing my thing. I want husbando time. Let's give me some husbando time. We're hanging out with Hayato, our childhood best friend. Let's see if this will show up again. Excuse me. This game hates me. I swear to fucking God. Every time I have to fucking play it. Okay. Okay, it's not fucking loading. Okay. Oh, I fucking hate this. I should set this up. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it takes so long to connect. Okay. Let's go. We're going to Hayato. Chapter 5. Memories of that day. Chapter 5. Amana, you need to get up soon. I could hear a gentle voice. It almost sounded like something like a soothing lullaby. I balled myself up under the sheets. You were never a morning person. Huh? I could hear the voice chuckling. I could feel someone else's warmth. I could smell something sweet. This was definitely not my room. Eh? Ah! Let's go! Good morning, Amana. I opened my eyes in surprise, and Hayato was right there in front of me. I was shocked I couldn't speak. Why are you so surprised? You've been so close to me last night, too. No, I was... Yes, you were. Eek! He forcefully pulled me over, and our bodies pressed up against each other. I had just woken up and my heart was already racing. It feels so nice holding you while I'm sleeping. Hayato, don't say such strange things. It's not strange, it's the truth. I could feel him. I could feel the thin sheets in his blurry body. It was completely different from his delicate body from the past. Ha, I wish you could stay like this forever. Oh, I have to go home now. Yeah, you're right. He held me tightly after saying those words. My back bent and my chest hurt. I didn't want to leave him. Then just a little longer? Yeah, the night is over before you know it. This is the first time that time I felt goes by so fast. Hayato's fingers combed through my hair. It was so comforting, but I knew we could stay like this for a little longer. Surrounding myself to him was the only thing I could do. We continued hugging each other for a little longer. started getting ready to go home though. I just dreaded leaving him. The people in Yoshiwara during the morning time were all silent. I would sometimes see courtesans saying their goodbyes to customers. It was so silent now that Yoshiwara from last night seemed like a completely different place. Are you cold? No, I'm fine. We held hands like kids as he walked me home. I was sitting next to such a thoughtful, irreplaceable person to me. Our intimate parting was near, but I wasn't looking forward to it. Hey, Amana. Will you come back to Yoshiwara? Huh? I stopped abruptly after hearing his sudden question and he followed suit. Our hands began to tighten, but it might have been because of the distance between us. I'm not sure. Why was he asking me? Was he asking me if I could come see him again? Or was he asking me if I could go to Yoshiwara again as a customer, just like everyone else? Which one was it? I know you don't have to tell a courtesan like me, but I don't want you to be tainted here. Oh. Hayato pulled me closer and we looked into each other's eyes up close. I know I have no right to forbid you from seeing other men, and I can't ask you to visit me if you decide to come Yoshiwara again. But my only hope is that your beautiful heart doesn't become contaminated. This guy is so focused on my virginity. It's crazy. Like, what the fuck? Bruh. My heart ached. The depths of my chest hurt. The more he appealed to me with his earnest expression and eyes, the stronger the pain became. I understand. I don't have any plans to come back here yet. Amana. Hayato brought his hands to my cheek. His gentle hand was a little cold and it was shaking a little. Hayato? Slowly, he came closer to me. The dazzling sun illuminated his gallant face. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. Ooh, gallant. Gallant. I feel like I should know what that is. Ah. Very chivalrous. I like it. I like that description a lot. Just here. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. I opened my eyes up wide so I wouldn't miss a moment. We were almost touching. The moment I thought that, Hayato turned his face away. Who could defile you? Huh? What? Nothing, let's go. Oh yeah. His soft whispers were drowned out. Hayato tugged on my arm and started walking off. He started briskly walking further and further away. Hayato, you're going too fast. I tried to keep up with his fast pace, but I stumbled on something and fell over. I felt the shock to my body and Hayato pulled my hands. However, he held me tightly and a few of my valuables started to fall. Are you okay, Amana? Sorry for walking so fast. No, it's okay. Thank you for supporting me. I'm just glad you weren't hurt. He kneeled down to pick up the fallen valuables, but before he could reach them, somebody else picked them up. This is such fancy jewelry. A patrol supervisor. Never thought I would meet one at a time like this. If possible, I don't want to get involved with them, and I started getting nervous. Good morning, Hayubasha. How far are you planning on escorting this young lady? The patrol supervisor eyed with probing me as she looked up and down. She was about the same age as my mother. She was wearing a beautiful kimono and had her hair tied up neatly. Her stern, overpowering eyes glistened. I'm taking her to the front of the gate. Do you have a problem with that? Hayato's tones became very dull. I've never seen you act so kindly to one of our guests before. I guess the patroller squad supervisor is well informed about each and very courtesan in Yoshiwara. You always have to say the last word, don't you? What is this jewelry? Isn't something a young lady would usually possess? Ma, you don't have to answer her. If you can't answer me, then I have to assume that you've done something wrong. Recently, some people have been leaving their place without paying their dues. You have to follow all suspicious leads that we find. And you have nothing to worry about. I'll pay by the rules and wait until my contract ends. You might be the only one who's thinking that. The patroller supervisor slowly started to glare at me. I was startled and my body began to tremble. Where are you from, miss? I'm sure you have a lot of valuables in the parcel, don't you? It's for her kimono. I hesitated to speak and Hayato stood in front of me to protect me. Her kimono, you say? Yes, I told her that I wanted to see her wearing a kimono once in a while. I had one made for her. Please don't look inside or you'll ruin your romantic secret. Patrol supervisor stared at me from behind Hayato. And you could stop trying to scare off my valuable customers. She's terribly frightened because of your abrupt accusations. She's not used to this place yet. You have such a way with words. The supervisor didn't sound happy as she snorted, but she took her eyes off of me. After that, she reluctantly handed the jewels back to us and left. Ha! Ran into trouble early this morning. I was finally able to calm down and Hayato turned around to look at me. I let the strength of my body. Thanks. No problem, she was scary, wasn't she? Huh? Yeah. Hayato smiled as if nothing had happened. He sounded much more cheerful than he did when he was talking to the patrol supervisor. Well, if she didn't have such a demonic face, she wouldn't be able to manage Yoshiwara. Hayato, you're going too far. She didn't look like a demon. Are you sure your eyes aren't bad? You're terrible. Sorry, don't cry, okay? He placed his hand on top of my head. He caressed it gently. Yes, head pats, let's go! And I was quickly moved by his kindness. I wouldn't cry from something like this. Is that so? I guess you're pretty strong. Hi, Mins! Hi! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I'm here just rizzing up the boys. You always treat me like a kid. I can't help it. You always be like my little sister. Even though I'm an adult now, you're not an adult just yet. Yes, I am. If you're that stubborn, I don't think I can call you an adult. What? You jerk? I knew he was just teasing me and didn't really mean it. But I always got mad and acted stubborn. No, no, no. I didn't see that. Oh, cute, cute. It's okay, Amana. I don't want you to become an adult just yet. Why? You don't get it. No, you need to tell me why. Maybe you understand when you become an adult. Why won't you tell me? I don't know. You're going to avoid my questions? Yep, exactly. Hayato, you're just like a kid teasing me like this. You might be right. We gently started to hold hands again. Our eyes met and slowly started to melt together. I stopped pouting in an instant. Hayato could easily manipulate my heart at will. It's always been like that. I'm beginning the day by seeing you off like this. We had fun together in our dreams, and now I'm sending you off into reality. Maybe we could have been together in our dream world, even though I'm a courtesan. As he walked off, he started to mutter to himself. Why? We could be together in reality, too. No, we can't. I cherish you too much and don't want to drag you into this place. I don't want you to ever see me like this again. No. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but please be happy. No. I'll come see you again in a few years. No. Amana. No. It's reminded of the day you clung to my back. We were at the front gate, but my feet stopped. I held onto his hands tightly, so he couldn't let go of me. When I left my home, you'd be so reluctant to let go of me. It had been hot that day. My back had been covered in sweat, but you stayed glued to me without letting me go. I had to start to tap his hand I was using to hold his. He was trying to tell me that it was time for me to go. I shook my head vigorously, and then... I'll come back to see you again. No, Amana. But I wanted to see him again. I swallowed my words and looked down in shame. Amana, it's about time for us to part. Be careful walking home. I clenched his loosened hand. Hayato gently and carefully freed his fingers from my grasp. I gave up and stopped resisting because I knew it was inevitable. I bit my lip tightly. Goodbye, Hayato. Yeah, see you later. He smiled brightly. I couldn't see any sorrow in his eyes. Hayato watched me as I left. I knew what he said later, that it would be far into the future. When I turned around the gate, I decided not to look back at him. I continued to feel his piercing eyes on my back. A few days later. I thought I wouldn't hear from him again for a few years, but Hayato sent me a letter. Being so excited and anxious mixed together as I opened up the letter. They are suspicious of me? The content of the letter weren't romantic at all. When Hayato had walked me to the front gate, Yoshiwara's protector call had begun to doubt my integrity. For the time being, Hayato didn't want me to step foot in Yoshiwara. That's what he had written. Have I done something that deplorable? Guilt started to rise up inside my chest as I asked those words. At the time, I'd been overcome with passionate feelings to save the couple from being torn apart. I still didn't think I did anything wrong. However, if I was to be treated like a criminal, then I might start to question my integrity. I didn't know what to do. What was that to do from now? I read the letter over and over again and my feelings began to spiral. Then later that night... What happened later that night? This guy does not like me whatsoever. The likability is really low here. I'm not choosing all the right answers. On the night, I received a letter from Hayato telling me not to come to Yoshiwara. I went against his wishes and rushed over to Yoshiwara. Tried not to garner any attention as I walked towards my destination. It took a while, but I finally arrived. Why did I show up when he said don't show up? Why would I do that? I'm so dumb. I'm such a dummy. What the fuck is wrong with me? When inside Kikyu and Iroh looked at me, slightly astounded. Hi, is Haribusha here? He is, but Iroh paused before finishing his sentence. He stared at me and then started to speak again. What in the world have you done to the patrol squad after you? Huh? They came to Kiryu with their supervisor asking for information about you. I can't believe it. I have no intention of bringing you out of it, but... if it causes any trouble for us, it'll be a hassle. I'm sorry. Can you just let me talk to Haribusha for a little bit? I swear I won't cause any more trouble. As I bowed my head politely, I pled with Iroh. He quickly sighed and came closer to me. Lift your head up. I said I don't want any trouble, but it doesn't make sense how pure a girl like you could be treated as a criminal. Huh? Well, like I said, I won't force you to tell me. I'll get Haribusha, so please wait in that room. Thank you so much. Think nothing of it. Your smile is like a blooming flower. It soothes my soul. It's a compliment. Please accept it full gracefully. Iroh casually smiled and pounded his hand. Someone escort this lady to a room. Yes, sir. I heard tiny footsteps from behind, from further within Kiryu. A young child stood up and bowed his head to me. She's here for Haribusha. Please enjoy yourself. Thank you for all your kindness. It's nothing. I was sitting in a room and then I waited for Hayato. A number of people passed my door. I straightened myself up each time in case one of them was Hayato. Finally, I heard footsteps rushing forward. The door flung open. Amana! Oh, Hayato! Why'd you come here? Didn't I forbid you to step foot in Yoshiwara? He went over to me as if to engulf me and he grabbed my shoulders. I was surprised at his menacing attitude. I'm sorry. I looked down and downward and apologized. Hayato's grip, my shoulder starting to loosen up. No, I went too far. I was just worried about you. Yeah, I know. Without a sign, loosened up his stance. Amana, I'm sorry for yelling at you. No, it's okay. It's because I went against your warning. But why did you come here? I told you how dangerous it is right now. You paid money just to see me, didn't you? Well, I wanted to say that I did because Hayato was a courtesan in the pleasure district. But I hesitated to finish my sentence even though that was the truth. You shouldn't do things like this. Why? All other women do this. Don't compare yourself to other women. Why are you saying that? I'm an adult too, you know. I hung my head softly. I didn't come here to say these things. Put on telling Hayato the truth no matter what. And yet, why do you have to be so tragic? Amana, I know. You're already an adult and that's why you can talk back to me. What are you saying? You are charming and are of age. Sometimes the other courtesans talk about you with here at Kirikira. Oh, but that's what happened. There's an old trader, Jumon, right? Yeah, oh, I remember. Those people out here at Kirikira mistook me for his daughter. They mistake you for his daughter? Yeah. Ha, that's funny misunderstanding. It's not funny. I wanted to tell him the truth, but I couldn't find the right time. They paid me because I felt like I was lying. You don't need to torture yourself over something like that. But I can understand that. Now that I have the courtesans are after you because they think you're rich. You need to be careful so weird men don't go after you. Did you tell me the truth? If I could, I would. But you're here visiting me. It doesn't matter where you came. No one will believe me if I try telling them. It'll end with everyone thinking that I want you to keep you all to myself. That makes sense. You shouldn't be relaxed. It's a hard fixing lies once you've told them. I guess that's how things are, but they're saying people naturally forget about them. That's true, but the fastest solution would be to... What? No, never mind. Hayato suddenly frowned and shifted his eyes back and forth. Thought it was strange. I tried to look at him in the eyes. Hayato. Said it's nothing, didn't I? This guy is like so back and forth. I wanted more romance and he's just kind of like, no, don't come close to me, or I'm a courtesan and I'm dirty. And I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. I'll warm up to him. I will warm up to him a little bit, but my likability is okay. Sounded extremely pouty and looked annoyed. I thought it was too cute. I moved myself to his field of vision and stared into his eyes again. He quickly turned away and I chased after him again. Let's stop playing around. But you won't look at me. Do you want me to? Yes, I do. And I'll give you what you want. After following his face around, I also suddenly sandwiched my cheeks in his hand and looked into my eyes. My heart started beating and made a strange sound. Amana, should I continue telling you what I was saying? He whispered to me in a low voice and the sweet scent of his breath tickled my cheeks. I couldn't even look away. He was looking straight at me. I slowly nodded. I was about to say that if I slept with you right now, everyone would give up on you. It's strictly forbidden for other courtesans to touch a woman once you slept with someone. Therefore, if I sleep with you right now, I'll be able to have you all to myself. Ooh, but okay, now he's speaking my language. Now he's speaking my language, okay? Before he was like, I'm a courtesan, don't come near me. And now he's like, I could sleep with you. And I'm like, okay, well, bet. Come over here. Come over here. I bet you won't do it. Bet you won't do it. Bet he won't do it. His eyes were passionate and wet. Was this Hayato I knew and loved really standing in front of me right now? His captivating eyes were narrow as if he was flirting with me. His lips opened slightly and enticed me arousingly. I couldn't speak after he captured me. Do you think I was always going to act like your big brother? I spent many years in the pleasure district. Unbeknownst to you, I spent all this time selling my body. I've learned how to make women happy. The strict rules have taught me how to survive and how to kill. No. I was scared. Even though I was scared and frightened, I found him alluring. As soon as my body froze, a strange warmth welled up inside of me. Amana, I was sure you would hate me if you saw me like this. I'm sure I've disappointed you and made you hate me. Why do you keep showing up in front of me despite all of that? His painful tone scorched my chest. The arousing charm from a man in the pleasure district was so agonizing. My eyes overflowed with tears and my vision were blurred. Do you show up in front of me to be seduced like this? The teardrops fell down my cheek. He chased after them with his fingers as he wiped them away. He showed me his fingers wet from his tears and licked it. He sucked on it. Ooh! Salty! Salty! This man wasn't Hayato. This man wasn't like him at all. My heart started to ache. Say something, Amana. Twisted! Hey! Welcome, welcome! How you doing? How you doing? If you don't, I'll assume that you want to sleep with me. I'm doing pretty great. Rizzing up the boys as usual. Having a good time. The huge. But, you don't have to say anything. You can go home if you want. No. Are you scared of me? It's okay if you're scared. All the men here are frightening. They're like incubi. What? Why? This isn't like you. Yes, it is. If you understand that, then don't come here ever again. But that's not how you really feel, right? Yes, it is. Damn it. I didn't get my likability points. I timidly asked him my questions, but he denied it immediately. In the next moment, Hayato? He stood up and went away from me and sat by the window. Forget everything that happened, Amana. I got a little bit of likability. What? When I'm with you, my past and present self gets all jumbled up. I cherish you, but now that you've become an adult, no, it's nothing. This guy's really focused on me being an adult. I have to begin to smile awkwardly. It pained me to see him smile like that. I don't want to forget about you. I don't want to forget a single detail. Amana. He continued to smile awkwardly. He let a deep breath as if he was letting go of pent-up stress. He then looked at me and chuckled. I just can't win against you. Just like in the past, I couldn't win against you when you were crying or assert yourself. I never thought you'd influence me like this even after I became a courtesan. That's not true. You're good at manipulating me. And I guess neither one of us can win against the other. Yeah, that's probably it. I see. Hayato was silent for a moment, and there was an awkwardness in the air. But he soon looked back up over to me. You came here for a reason, right? You arrived right after I sent you that letter. Oh, I remember why I came here. I completely forgotten about my main objective. I also need to know the truth, and that's why I rushed over here. There's something I need to tell you. Is it about those valuables? I held my breath after he guessed correctly. I prepared myself and then nodded. Tell me about it. I accept whatever you've done. Hayato left the window, came to my side and sat down in front of me. Our eyes met. Thanks, Hayato. No problem. I'm here to protect you. I've always kept you safe no matter what in the situation. I was reminded of Hayato as a child. He said the same thing that he said in the past. He told me not to cry because he wanted to protect me back then too. As he petted me, he spoke forcefully and he was so kind and strong. Talk to me. Yeah, I told Hayato about everything that had happened. About the eloping couple that I met. About how I helped them escape by boat and how they'd given me a reward. Hayato just listened and didn't say anything in particular. I think they're both wonderful people. I feel guilty for disturbing them and wanted to help them out. For some reason, those feelings consume me. That's just like you. You're not mad, Hayato? After listening to my story, Hayato smiled happily. There's no reason for me to be mad. A sin is a sin, but I can't judge you. Did I really do something bad? All I can think about was the time was the couple in front of me. It's a real problem. If a courtesan runs away, it's like store losing its trade tools. I'm sure his owner is furious about him not paying off his debts. Wonder what happened to that woman's family. They've lost their daughter, so they must be depressed now. You're right. Just like you said, I'm in big trouble. But it doesn't account for your feelings. If I was sitting in front of that couple, I'm sure I'd forget about logic and help them too. At that moment, it sounded like something small banged the door. Who is it? Hayato raised her voice and quickly went to the door. He swung it open and standing there was Takao. Oh, you found me. What a coincidence. I was just passing by. Takao didn't act shy. He didn't change the subject. He just smiled. You didn't hear a conversation, did you? Well, just most of it. But you should whisper secrets soft into each other's ears, shouldn't you? Oh no, I've been discovered! Takao, no! Takao, no! Please don't do this! Please! My heart started to pound after realizing that he heard us. What was I going to do? I wasn't sure how things would turn out. Would everything be okay? Damn, my likability is so low. Chapter 7, While We're Apart. I told Hayato about the truth behind the valuables I received and Takao had overheard. I didn't know what to do and was point of despair. Takao, please stay quiet about this. Hayato deeply bowed his head. Hayato, it was my fault. I rushed over to him. Hayato, she's my childhood friend. I know it's not easy to overlook this, but please pretend you didn't hear anything. Oh, that's news to me. Takao's stare was painful and I slowly hid my face. If my deeds were brought to the light like this, there wasn't a thing I could do. It was my responsibility after all. Takao, please. Don't worry, do you think I was the type to go around gossiping? Well, there's nothing in it for me if I keep quiet. Oh, I just thought of something good. Takao stretched his hands out to me. I could feel it coming close and I lifted my head. He started combing my hair. His unfamiliar scent startled me and I became nervous. If you become my captive, I wouldn't mind keeping my mouth shut. What? Bewitching smile crossed his face as he gently my hair to go. What was that? I think I had a stroke reading that. But then suddenly, his smile changed completely. It looked joyous and refreshing. You two really are dense if you're falling for my joke. Huh, your joke? I was just playing around. Even without you as my captive, I wouldn't tell anyone about your secret. It's really a little upsetting that you thought I would do that. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have realized. Well, you two are free to believe me or not. Takao put his hand on Hayato's shoulder and started to leave. Takao? Yes. Thank you so much. Why are you thanking me? Takao tilted his head and calmly walked down the hallway. Thank goodness. Yeah, thankfully Takao was the only one who heard. Yeah, my likability went up. We don't have to worry for now because I'm sure Takao will keep secret. He'll keep quiet. Yeah. Hayato closed the door. We sat across each other once again. Don't talk about this with anyone else. Okay. Keep quiet. We'll keep that information to ourselves. Yeah, but I've done something that would lead to huge consequences. I just want to support their love. My rash actions would have caused us here situation. Stop regretting your actions. Amano, let's make the best of tonight. Yeah, why don't you sleep over? No, I just came to talk to you, that's all. But I heard you bought me for the entire night. Huh? Bought you? He was right. I was I was here right now because I brought him for the entire night. Money was exchanged so I could meet with him. It was so obvious, yet those two things strangely didn't connect to my mind. Am I wrong, Amana? I was shocked realizing that I'd brought Hayato. It was normal, I should have known that. No, you're not wrong. In that case, let's stop talking about that depressing stuff. Since we're together now, we should spend our time having fun, right? He gently caressed my head. I wanted to tell him that I couldn't laugh after doing something illegal. I wanted to tell him that I couldn't have fun in situations like this. But I bottled up those feelings inside my chest. Yeah. I understand how you feel. Hayato, no matter how much you think about doing it differently that day, I'm sure you did the same thing and helped those two. Stop worrying about what might happen. You can't change the past. His voice was gentle yet sad. Thanks. You always know exactly how I feel. Of course I do, because we'd spent all our time together. In that case, I should know everything about you too. What are you saying? You're always chasing after me, right? But you can convey your feelings to me in a number of ways. How so? Hearing him ask it was a little troubling. I frowned and wasn't sure how I should answer. Could you sense my feelings in my back? Huh? I just slowly took my hand and put it against my chest. I could feel him breathing in his warmth. Hi, Uzi! Hi! Thank you for stopping by! I hope you're having a wonderful day. Everything is good. I could feel him breathing in his warmth from underneath the kimono. I couldn't take my hands away and stayed stiff. Oh, do you feel it directly from my heart? Or... do you get it from how I talk? He pressed his lips against my fingers after he was holding. Oh my god. How embarrassing. You're here to watch me get flustered? Well, you came at a pretty decent time. There's some cuteness happening right now. Now I have to say, me and Hayato aren't getting along too well. My likability is kind of low with him. I don't know if I'm choosing all the right answers. I know likability doesn't make a difference, but he's a hard one to read. Takawa-san was so much more easier. Takawa-san, how I think about you every day. Seriously, man, I'm so hyper, you know, like, you know how you get things that you're hyper focused on? What do they call those things again? I forgot the name of this, but when you have like, maybe he should be easy to know with his clothes off. We're gonna get there eventually. We're gonna get there eventually. He is a courtesan, so we'll get there. We'll get there. My heart started to my heart started to pound remarkably harder. His lips felt warm in the gentle despite how thin they were. So how do I convey my feelings to you? He blew his moist breath into my fingers so I can feel his warmth. Hayato was looking right at me, but I couldn't make eye contact with him. I hung my head because I couldn't stop my heart from pounding like a hammer. You're such a bully. Oh, so I am a bully. Oh. He suddenly took his lips off of my fingertips. In the next instant, he pulled me closer to a hug. What are you doing? Even if we talk like this, you are so stubborn it won't change your mind. Why don't we go to bed and have some nighttime liquor and continue talking? No, I don't drink. I felt flustered trying to make an excuse. Ignoring Hayato filled me up. Oh, lifted me up. Not filled me up. Oh my god. Oh, baby. That's not what he did. That's not what he did, Amana. Ignoring me, Hayato lifted me up and carried me to bed. You can drink a little bit to entertain me, right? I'll give you a little. I clung onto his neck and he couldn't drop me, but he was supporting me properly. It was almost strange how safe I felt in his arms. I can only have a tiny bit. Sure, I'll teach you how to get used to it. Okay. Gently placed on the top of my sheets. Unlike Hayato's arms, the bedding was a bit colder. It made me shiver. Are you cold? The futon's a little cold, that's all. Is that so? In that case, I'll warm you up in no time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Baby. Warm me up real soon. I was at his mercy as he entered the futon with me. He pulled the tray that was prepared close to us. This glass is pretty, isn't it? It's my favorite. It really is. It was vermilion colored glass with a cute yellow-green nightingale pattern. It was a colored well and set a good atmosphere. I thought it would how similar it was to Hayato. I'll give you the special privilege of using this cup. Are you sure? It's your treasure. Yeah, that's why I'm letting you use it. Then by all means, thank you, Hayato. His smile with satisfaction. Next, he tipped the liquor bottle and poured a muddly white rice wine into my cup. The sweet scent of the lifter drifted into the air. It's such a mysterious scent. Nighttime liquor is a little sweeter and warms you up a little bit. Is that so? Hayato poured himself a glass and quickly took a drink. I watched as his Adam's apple moved up and down and looked away out of embarrassment. Try some yourself. Sure. I don't know what the fuck that sounds like in the mic, but I feel like it doesn't sound great. Like my throat started to burn, but at the same time a soft sweet fragrance spread throughout my mouth. How is it? It's so strange and easy to drink. Isn't it? Have some more. Let's talk for a bit and then go to sleep. He poured me another glass. I slowly drank it. This is the first time I ever let somebody use that glass. You better be thankful as you enjoy that liquor. Huh? Knowing that makes it harder to swallow. It won't be harder to swallow later today. I promise you. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the courtesan who's given it to me is happy you're using it. Courtesan? Yeah, the courtesans who looked after me. He made the glass just for me. He smiled gently. Seeing it made me feel warm inside. It reassured me that he hadn't just suffered after coming to Yoshiwara. It captures you completely. Really? Yes. Hey Hayato, is that courtesan still in Kikuya? No. Then you don't have to worry so much. He petted my head roughly. He worked until his contract had ended and had gone back to the mainland. He's not here anymore, but I always respect him. I see, it makes me a little sad but happy at the same time. Yeah, exactly. I can leave after a few years too. I worked earnestly and finished my contract. Then I'll go home and help out as a fish market again. Suddenly I remembered the valuables I had given him. I really wondered why Hayato hadn't accepted them. I was certain they would help him out a little bit. You could have helped him go home a little earlier. Huh? What's wrong, Amana? Here, have another glass. As I watch him pour me another glass of liquor. Do you want to go to the mainland like that person too? He finished pouring his glass and started to chuckle. What are you saying? You and my mom aren't interested in the mainland. Thank goodness. You asked such a strange question. Hayato petted my head gently. We continued chatting into the night. The liquor went through my body and started making me feel hot. Are you getting really sleepy? No, but... You feel a little tipsy? Yeah. Just close your eyes. But... I took the glass that I was holding and put it on the tray. Ooh, spelling mistake, spelling mistake. He covered me with a blanket and held me close. The sweet scent from the liquor exuded from both of us and mixed together. My mind drifted. I felt so pleasant. Close your eyes if you still want to talk. Do it like that. Hayato's voice was soft as a whisper. The person I cherished was hugging me in the warm place. Did as he said and closed my eyes. I wanted to hear more about you. What did you want to hear about? About the time we've been apart. Okay, little by little, he'd come and start working here when he was been a child. I was sure he'd been lonely, in pain, and depressed. That's what I thought, but Hayato's heart wasn't here in Yoshiwara. It was going towards the future to when his contract would end. Hayato, that's not fair. Tell me everything now. This isn't our final farewell. We have a lot of time to be together, don't we? Yeah. After that, I nodded off inside of Hayato's arms. My consciousness was swaying between dreams and reality. Before I knew it, I curled up and fell asleep. The next day, I felt regret again today as Hayato and I said goodbye. Sorry, Amon, I could only take you this far today. That's fine, it's not nighttime anymore. Be careful on your way home. I will. Just then, are you leaving, miss? Ira come from the back. Yes, thank you so much for yesterday. It was nothing more. Importantly, I overheard that you've done a little mischief. What? Takao-san! Takao-san! You're both in trouble. Assisting their elopement is a heavy crime. The air became stiff. I'm going to jail, guys. Book it up. Amana's leaving. Goodbye. Skillful in bed? Hey! This is what we've been looking for, baby. It's what we've been looking for, baby. Let's go. Oh, no. I forgot that I'm going to jail. How did he know? It didn't look like he knew anything yesterday. In any case, he now knows. The only possibility I could think of was Takao telling him, but I didn't know what to do. Where did you hear that from? It doesn't matter. I have no intention of questioning Mr. Mon about it either. Then you'll let us go? However, I will completely cut off Hayato off. Hayato and I slowly gaze at each other. Boss, lately you've been restless and nervous. As a courtesan at Kikyu, anything that influences your performance is a problem. I never meant to, but who would snitch on us? You're being disgraceful. Doesn't matter who had told me. I don't ask people where they get their money from when they pay us. There's no problem as it circulates through the pleasure district. It's just that when you're with this young lady, you act like a young servant. Letting your emotions slip into something a proper courtesan does. That's all I'm saying. Iroh, I'm at fault, so yes you are. Iroh, your heart wavers even at the slightest poke. Is that how your mentor raised you? How pitiful. I thought you were better courtesan than this. Yo, this is drama! Takao-san's route didn't have drama like this. This is some real ass drama right here. Oh my god. I didn't know I would be getting this in this side story. I couldn't do anything for him but sympathize with his pain. I could at least say... all I can say is I'm sorry. Hayato, I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? You haven't done anything wrong. You guys just told me I just did something illegal. Why can't I apologize for that? But it's my fault things have turned out like this. Even if it was true, you still haven't done anything wrong. He's right, miss. I was just questioning how boss was suited because he hadn't fully grown up. Ma, you don't need to worry about the situation right now. No matter what happens, I'll protect you. Please don't blame yourself or worry about all those other things. Hayato's words reverberated in my chest. Hearing those words from anyone else would have affected me, but Hayato's words have been special to me. I slowly realized these things. Welcome. How are you? Happy Monday. I know usually Mondays aren't happy, but I'll say it anyway. Thank you for the head pats. What was disgraceful? Was it his considering towards me? Was it the real shame? But I still don't understand. What's wrong with letting my heart waver for a girl who's important to me? I was just sudden... well, I'm glad everything worked out. Sounds like Monday blues. What? What? Sounds like a typical Monday. It's full of bullshit. That's how Mondays are. Full of bullshit. First, you need to realize that having a special woman is a mistake for a courtesan. You have one too, don't you? I do not. You're lying. I don't have one and I never have. I was born in the pleasure district and will die here as well. That was just so sad. Oh no, everyone around you is the espresso d'espresso. Damn. You're really going through it, huh? I couldn't hear her bring it and look down at the ground. Even so, haven't you thought about finding true love? This is awkward. This is awkward to be here. I feel like I should leave. I should probably go. This is too much drama for me. I'm having a very dramaful day. Hayato shouted in sorrow, which made my shoulders tremble. Was it like him to shout so powerfully and so grievously? Let's stop, Hayabasha. We shouldn't talk about this in front of our guests. But can someone come over here? So I lifted my head and Hayato was biting his lip in indignation. Iro, did you call? Just in time, Kagura. Starting today, Hayabasha would be retained by Kagura. Huh? But Kagura's mine. He just has to fix his behavior and won't be bothersome like one of the servant boys. Kagura, you can't be Kagura's assistant for the rest of your life. There's a good chance for you to become independent. Kagura doesn't seem happy, but Iroh's decision. Use your shirts as capes. You look so cool. Must be a perfect courtesan who doesn't falter in any situation. Hayato started quiet when he hung his head low. Hayato, sorry for showing you how unsightly I am, Amana. No, it's my fault. Can I come see you again? I don't have a little talk about that, Miss Amana, huh? Iro, please don't do this. What do you mean I won't harm her? I'm just gonna chat with her. Come on, Hayabasha. I know you don't like it, but it's for the best. Leave. Hayato hesitated, but ultimately left. I'm going to jail. I'm going to courtesan jail. I will not be allowed to see Hayato ever again in my life. I will remain a virgin forever. Oh, what a sad life. Just kidding, it's not sad. It's not sad at all. It's sad because I don't get to be with Hayato, but the virginity part doesn't matter. He's gonna arrest me for my horny crimes. No! No! You're sending me to horny jail! No! Can you just bonk me instead? Can you just bonk me instead of taking me to horny jail? It's just a bonk. A bonk for being horny. Just that. Thank you. I know. I followed Iro to a room in the back. The room was bought me too much similar than the other ones in Kiryu. This is my room. Please prepare some tea, so please sit comfortably. Yay, my sins are forbidden. Yeah, forgiven. Let's go. Yes. Oh, you don't have to do that. I feel miserable as you spoke to me calmly. There's no way I could sit comfortably in the situation. I could hear him preparing the tea. I've heard the water heat up in the stove and I echoed through the quiet room. He'd come here before he turned 10. Huh? Iro placed a cup in front of me and began spanking. Speaking, not spanking. He became spanking. He's such an intelligent looking boy. He had a stubborn side to him, but it was understandably considering his age. I thought he'd get used to living here, but he was quiet and unsociable. It was a slip of the tongue. It was a slip of the tongue. It was a slip of the tongue. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Hayato just brings out the best in me. No, I'm just kidding. It's Takawa-san. Takawa-san is the one that brings out the best in me. We had better likability than me and this guy. Above all else, strong-willed. Iro looked off into the distance as if he was dreaming of the past. He was telling me about Hayato's past. It took me some time to figure that out. About 2 years. Oh, this is a spelling mistake. About 2 years. Yeah, the H and the U is pretty close. About 2 years after he'd come here, he had been in a big fight. It's been, oh, who was it? He fought with Takao. It's so funny, Takao can be hostile, but he always talks so casually afterwards. They got into a scuffle. They haven't been afraid of scarring their faces. I can't believe that had happened. Yeah, but that was the only time they'd had such a big fight. Really been so unsociable and unwilling to cooperate. But now he's made his way up, and even with his own private room here. Might have been thanks to his sexual prowess, don't you think? Iroh looked at me mischievously, and my cheeks immediately flushed. I wouldn't know. You're so innocent. Have you been taking a liking to Hayabusa's bed? Oh my god, that's so direct. All I've been doing is sleeping in his bed. I just been sleeping in his bed. That's all I've been doing. It's all I've been doing. I just been sleeping. I haven't enjoyed anything of his bed. Hey, according to the story, all I've been doing is sleeping. That's what the story tells me. I haven't done anything else. Huh? Iroh smiled at me as I blushed. Iroh suddenly stopped smiling. Well, I don't think a woman should be entranced from just a bed. I'm sure many women are attracted to his sincerity. I felt a prickling pain in my chest. Trying to hide it, I forced myself to smile. I'm sure you're right. But why does Hayato fight with Takao that time? Don't press X! Don't press X! No! You're not supposed to press X! You're not supposed to press X! No! Why would you do that to me? No! Uzi, no! How could you doubt me? I've done nothing! I've done nothing! I've done nothing lewd! I've only slept in a bed with another man, that's it! And we just slept! I didn't even get laid! I haven't gotten laid! Curious, are you? Of course I am. Have some tea before it gets cold. The holy doubt has been casted. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Instead of answering me, Iroh smiled. He then started talking about Hayato's past once again. It had been about his confit candies, huh? When Hayabusha's mentor gave him his allowance, he would rush out and buy candy. Hayato had done that? Yes, knowing that Takao made fun of Hayabusha, telling him that men shouldn't eat sweets. If it was the end of it, they wouldn't have gotten into a fight, but Takao continued teasing him, saying that he wanted to get his candies to a girl was childish. Then he wouldn't be able to grow up. Apparently he guessed right, and that's when they started fighting. I can't believe all that happened over confit candies. I finally figured out. He diligently collected all those candies so he'd give them to you, right? That must be it. I felt like my stomach was filled with butterflies and I couldn't speak. Had Hayato always been thinking of me? If that was the case, and I would feel so guilty. To protect myself from pain over the past few years, I'd slowly started to forget about him. I'm sure Takao had been jealous of him. They both lived in the same place, but Hayabusha had someone he cherished. No, not clipped! Thank you for the clip, though. I appreciate it, Uzi. Takao had just been a young child after all. Iroh slowly raised his tea. Sipped his tea. I sat there next to him, covering my face as I wiped the tears away. So, Miss Amana, how did the confit candies taste? That candy from the oat shop in this area is said to be the best. It's very delicious. I'm happy to hear that. Well then, will you come back to Kiryu to visit Hayabusha again? Huh? I was startled by his sudden question, said at Iroh. Just like the first time I met him, Iroh's welcoming smile on his face. You'd come again, but I'm about to hold into the remaining valuables in your possession. The patrol officer can't use them as evidence if you don't have them. If you let us hold them for you, I'll never let them have it. Hi, Beal! Hello, Beal! Welcome, welcome, welcome! This route is going okay. My likability is low. And Hayato is very hard to read, and he's really pressed about my virginity. So it's a weird route. I can just say it's a very weird route. But I'll take the valuables as payment so you can meet with Hayabusa. Plus, it might help pay off Hayabusha's debts as the courtesan. And it's not what you want, that is. His suddenly proposal confused me, and I shifted my eyes back and forth. Iroh might be right. In order to see Hayato here in the Pleasure District, I need to lay low from the patrol squad and their supervisors. However, if I don't have the valuables anymore, then they couldn't use them as evidence. Even if they doubt me, they couldn't do anything without any evidence. How about it, miss? Well, but I was sure Hayato wouldn't like the idea of me doing it, even if I did it in order to see him. I'm sure he would be angry if I used those valuables for his sake. I think it's a fair proposal. Yes, I understand that, but what's holding you back? Hayato wouldn't like it if I did that. Even if you did it just to visit him? Yeah, he told me to use it for a man I really loved. Oh. Sounds like something you say, but you know, miss. Feeling alone can't change somebody, and neither can someone else's orders. People choose their own path to take and who they want to love. You might be the one who's thinking those thoughts. I might be the only one thinking that. I won't force you to decide now. When you calm down, please take the time to listen to your heart. After that, Iroh saw me off as I left Kiria. I turned around to look at Kiria, but Hayato was nowhere to be seen. I was full of regret. Why didn't this all have to happen? I was sure I would help those two lovers no matter what. I hate how naive I was. I just wanted to be with Hayato. Once again, my naive wishes were making my heart waver. Look at my likability compared to Takao. Takao is truly my husband. I know, man. I know, man. I'm choosing all the wrong answers. I can't read this guy's mind, bruh. He's so hard to read. It's my fault Hayato became Kagura's assistant. Iroh has suggested that Kiryu hold on to the valuables I attained. I'm probably going to get happy ending and not super happy ending. Nice. I couldn't collect my thoughts and a few days passed by. On my way from doing an errand in Yoshiwara, I stopped by the Inari Shrine. Yeah, but I have to answer the right questions in the final chapter. Amana? Hey boy, what are you doing here? Oh, you don't think so? Okay. I suddenly... Oh. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what I get for this one. Super happy or happy? I suddenly heard my voice and quickly turned around to see who it was. Hayato, what do you hear? Kiryu isn't open yet, so I came by to pray. Well, I don't have much freedom now that I work with Kaguya. Oh, I see. Our unexpected meeting reminded me that I had to happen the other day. My chest hurt. Don't make that face. How many times do I have to tell you it's not your fault? Iroh said that too, didn't he? Yeah. But isn't your training hard? I wouldn't say that. Don't worry about it. Kaguya is stubborn and strict, but deep down he's a good person. He's very thoughtful of me, so we don't have to worry. My daily life is just a little bit more cramped, but I feel bad for making Kaguya look after me. I see. Angelie reached out to me and gently patted my head. More important, what did Iroh say to you after I left Amana? Huh? He wouldn't tell me no matter how many times I asked him. His mouth is clamped shut tight than an oyster. I wanted to ask him the next time we meet. I didn't know what to tell him. There's no way I could tell Hayato that Iroh wants me to hold him to the valuables. He told me about the time he started working at Kiryu. He told you about that stuff? Hayato looked at me suspiciously. Yeah, he did. Anyways, you're doing better than I thought. That makes me happy. Oh yeah, there's no point of being sad. I'm more suspicious that you're hiding something. I'm not hiding anything. Really? Yes, really. I looked deep into my eyes and my heartbeat started to get faster. I was scared that he figured out that I was hiding something from him. His clear eyes looked straight at me and I couldn't calm down. What are you hiding from me, Amana? Huh? He sounded a little annoyed but not angry. Hayato held me close. His kimono was slightly undone and my face touched his bare chest directly. Oh my god, skin to skin contact. Let's go. This is the closest I'm getting. This is the closest I'm getting. You can't hide anything from me, okay? He spoke sadly and I couldn't separate myself from him even if I wanted to. I decided to. I slowly leaned on him on Hayato. Amana began to hug me even more tightly. I should have upped my yes, that upped my likability. I'm sorry, Hayato. Why are you apologizing? I just want to think about it by myself for a little longer. So Hayato then used his hands to rub my back and head. He moved his hands slowly and gently, and it felt like they were sucking me in. My heart started beating unnecessarily fast. Okay. That's what you want, I won't ask, but his hand suddenly stopped. He let me go before one hand on my waist to support it. He then moved his other hand to my face. I want to take all your unhappiness from you, and I'll protect you no matter what. As he looked at me, I couldn't see his eyes glistening with tears. For some reason, I couldn't look away. There was a clenching pain in my chest. Amana, you know I'm telling you this, right? Huh? Suddenly there's no space left between us and we kiss! Let's go! Mwah, mwah, mwah! Mwah, 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 mwah! Let's get. Mwah. 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 Mwah, 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 mwah. I didn't even have the time to blink. Not a slight thought ran through my head. His soft lips were cold as he pressed them against mine. I opened my eyelids and we were so close that our eyelashes almost touched. And in the moment, he slowly took his lips away. You're so special to me. No one can replace you. You're so important to me. He hugged me one more time. This time the grip was tighter. It was strong and intense. It felt like he was smothering me. Hayato. My heart filled with emotions. They overflowed in forms of tears. Thinking back, I remember that Hayato was tearing up just a second ago. What happened to his tears? Occupied with my thoughts, I clung up to Hayato. I feel the same. If we don't meet again for a few more years, I'll see when my contract is up and I won't be a courtesan anymore. But I might be too late by then. If I wait until then, some other courtesan might steal you from me. That's not true. Takawa-san can. Takawa-san can. I'm rare for people to follow this island's customs. I'm sure you'll start visiting the pleasure district regularly just like the others. But I just couldn't imagine myself doing that. I couldn't hug, kiss, or even sleep with another man, next to another man. Hayato was the only person I can do those things with. He was irreplaceable to me. Irreplaceable, you must not know about me. I can have another you in a minute. Actually, Takao is here in a minute, baby. I'm so thankful that we were able to meet here. I'm so glad. Oh my god, Bill, let me tell you something. So I was supposed to, so last night I was supposed to buy the games. I was supposed to buy the Man of Yoshiwara, the other version, and then I was supposed to buy Nightshade, right? So I had it queued up on my Steam page. I had it queued up on my Steam page, and then I forgot to buy it. Yeah! I woke up in the middle of the night at 2:44 a.m. and I was like, I forgot to buy the games! I literally woke up and I was like, I forgot to buy the games. And I checked my, I checked my phone because I was like, it might not be midnight anymore. It might not be, it was 2:44 in the morning. And I sat there and I was like, I can't believe I missed this game. But you want to know what else happened? This morning, because it ends the 25th. And today's the 25th. This morning I woke up. I was so sad. I was like, the discount is over. I had to pay full price. And so I was like, let me check Steam one more time to make sure to see if it was gone. I bought it. I bought it on discount 2 hours before the offer ended. I got it 2 hours before the offer ended. I can't fucking believe it. 2 hours. If I waited too long, I would have missed out on it. Yeah, I got Night Sad too. I thought it was Shade. I got that one too. Night Sad. It's Night Shade, right? Huh? Call the cat jumping. I literally woke up and I was like, I had some very interesting dreams last night. I just literally woke up and I was like, I didn't buy the game. I was beating myself up in the middle of the night. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't get it. You know how you have those late night thoughts and you're like, oh man, I have regrets in life? Yeah, that was me. I was regretting it whatsoever. I was like, I can't pay full price for these. I'm too poor. Yeah. Those discounts help a lot. Especially since visual novels are very expensive. They're not cheap. They're very expensive. I think it's because you pay the artist and the writing and everything like that. So I love you, Amana. Oh my god. He loves me. Oh. It was so hard to breathe. It felt like my bones were creaking. He hugged me so tightly. I've been waiting for him to do all of this. His touch, his words, they were exactly what I wanted. And now I was in deep bliss. In the past few minutes, my wavering heart had become relaxed. We continued to hug each other for a while longer. I have to go back soon, but let's stay like this for a little longer. After holding me so tightly, I felt like Hayato was holding back now. He held my hand gently, and the two of us sat side by side in the shrine grinds. We were both silent. It was a bit awkward and frustrating. It was a strange silence. I decided to I looked at the ground, not knowing what to say. You're in the middle of an errand, right? You can go back if you want to. It's okay, I just want to be with you just a little longer. Okay. Next to me, Hayato looked at the sky and let out a deep breath. It's almost sunset. Those words stung to my heart. Yes, he was a courtesan. Hayato would disappear and he would have become Hayabusa in a little bit. Oh yeah, today Takao is going to be walking around Yoshiwara. Hayato's expression slowly became brighter. This reminds me that whether Takao had ratted us out or not, we never figured it out. That thought popped in my head, but looking at Hayato's smile made me realize how tasteless it would be to bring it up. Mana, have you seen the courtesan as they walk in line around the pleasure district? Yeah, the first time I came to Yoshiwara, Takao had been walking around. I see, you're pretty lucky. Takao is beautiful and said to be Yoshiwara's best courtesan. Really? I don't know about that, Takao. Takiwa-san is the one that is the best. Are you really asking that? You didn't understand how alluring his charm was. No, but I don't think he was extremely pretty. I was fascinated by him, but what? But I'm sure you'd just be as pretty if you dressed up too. Alex's eyes opened up wide. Did I say something strange? I started to pout. Haha, you say the craziest things. Why? Compete with Takao, I wouldn't have a chance. Are you sure? Yeah, because I look up to him. You do? Yeah, he's an outstanding courtesan. At Kiryu, Takao and Kagura are always fighting for first place. I'm appealing in different ways than those who, so I can't compare. But I think Takao was born to be a courtesan. Kagura, on the other hand, raised his standards for what was outstanding courtesan should be. As Hayato talked about Takao and Kagura, he looked like he was a little boy and his eyes twinkled brightly. That's wonderful. Courtesans are so mysterious. Yeah, I want to be a magnificent courtesan as well someday. It was like Hayato was painting a picture inside of his head. I inhaled all my excitement but let out a deep breath and smiled. There was no time to be sad. There was no way I could frown. When the person in front of me looked so cheerful despite him being a courtesan, I needed to support him. I'd love to help you get there someday. What are you saying? The amount of money that would take is... I was just stopped mid-sentence. It seemed like he realized something. Yes. If I used the valuables in my possession, I could see you walk around Yoshiwara. I'm sure you're pretty when you parade around with other courtesans. I smoked and smiled before he said anything. Hayato would have smiled back at me in return. I was sure of it. We spent our time there together casually. Then when the evening approached, we both left the Inari shrine. And on that night, I wrapped my valuables up in a big cloth and hurried to Yoshiwara. I packed everything nicely and tightly and finally arrived to Kiryu. Well, if it isn't Miss Amano, welcome. Iroh greeted me in the same manner as always. I made up my mind and took a deep breath. Iroh-san, what we discussed the other day. Have you made your decision? Yes. My, I'm sure Harabusha would be pleased. I bought everything with me, but what is it? Could you please keep it a secret from Hayato? Oh, but why? I want to talk to him about it properly. I'll tell him when I give him these items to you and that I want to go from here on out. You won't be convinced unless I talk to him directly about it. I know this is out of ordinary, but the stubborn man is so troublesome. If you fall for one, there's no going back. I hope that's true. You really are a cute young lady. Huh? Please don't tease me. I'm not. Despite his words, Ira started to loosen up his lips. I couldn't control my cheeks from becoming bright red. Worry not. I won't tell him about this. Thank you so much. Think of nothing of it. Well then, will you let me see the items? Let's go to the room in the back. Okay. Second I pass the valuables on to Iroh, I'll be looking through these belongings. I'm going to jail! I'm going to jail! They're gonna lock me up! They're gonna lock me up! Have they been sending the guard this whole time, or they have been following me? Iroh had the sacks over. I can't let you examine our guest's personal belongings. So you won't listen to my request? I'm not convinced. In that case, we'll arrest you too. Oh, under what charges? Interfering with an investigation is a punishable crime. The guard's a woman. And apparently she looks like a demon. According to what Hayato said. So I don't think they're a good looking person. These are her belongings. Enough, hand them over. Investigate that parcel. Yes, ma'am. Stop. The patrol struggled with Iroh. The valuable treasures scattered all across the floor. Everything in the room stopped. We were all frozen. The entire body was going pale. This might be the end of me. He said she looked like arrest me! I'm going to jail! They're gonna lock me up in horny jail! So this was the end of me. I knew it. You're a criminal after all. The patrol shouted as she pointed at me. We have proof now. Arrest her. Members from the patrol squad seized my arms and held me down. Please wait. Does it make sense to point her as a criminal just because she's carrying valuable items? She had confessed to not doing anything either. Please let go of her. We've investigated her. She's the daughter of a boat sailor. She could never afford anything this valuable. Well, this young lady is the daughter of a merchant. Haven't you mistaken for somebody else? This is impossible. Are you sure you're not the one who mistaken? I was done for. This was really the end of me. When I hung my head low, my arms began. Oh, would you shut up already? You're interfering with our business, so we can just leave. The cow came down from the second floor and shouted. The noisy room suddenly felt quiet. I don't know what this is about, but you're scaring our honorable customers. You should be protecting this place, so why are you disturbing us? The women are the one disturbing the peace. I'll do as you wish. We'll arrest this girl and take you back to peace and quiet. Let's get out of here. Ow. They handled me roughly and I spoke out in pain. Wait a second. What is this? Is she some sort of criminal? Yes. Isn't she a little too cute and innocent to do any harm? It's pointless to try to persuade us now. I'm not trying to persuade you. She won't even hurt a fly, so how could she commit a crime? You're disgracing Takau's name by falling for this girl. I'm Takao, and I'm telling you that she couldn't have done that. Takao. Why? He knew that what I've done, but he was with me defending me so much. Someone like Takao couldn't have snitched on us after all. I felt like he was throwing off a lifesaver as I drifted armlessly across the sea. His kindness started to make me cry. Right at that moment, I heard flustered footsteps coming down the stairs. Amana! Hayato! Hayato rushed over to my side. I couldn't hold in my tears anymore after seeing him. Please don't take her away yet. Yet? You shouldn't take me away at all! Whoa. Don't arrest me! I did nothing wrong! Okay, I did do something wrong, but... Here they come after another. This is a bustling business. She's not the person you're looking for. I'm the one who helped those No! No! Hayato! 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 No! He told the police that he was the one who helped the people elope, even though nobody mentioned it. Yeah, he might be going in my place. I'm sorry, it's my fault she's under suspicion. I'm causing all this trouble for Kiryu. Hayato faced Aro and bowed deep into him. No, this couldn't be happening. Hayato, what are you saying? It's fine, Amana. I spoke so smoothly. He spoke so smoothly, but I tilted my head vigorously. Everything was becoming chaotic. Why would Hayato lie like this? Alright enough, which one of you did it? Like I said, it was me. No, I was so touched that those two loved each other and ready to both of them. So you're going to arrest somebody, it should be me. Why are you doing this, Hayato? Iro, Takao, why don't you two say anything? I shouted desperately, but no one said a word. Why? Takao and Iro knew the truth, yet the two of them kept quiet. Causing anyone to seem with Kiryu in trouble. Take me away. Hayato walked towards us. He loosened the patrol officer's grip on me. Then we'll have to take Harabusha and this girl with us. At this rate, I can't tell who's defending who. She isn't involved in this. Please don't get her involved. It isn't right. Fine, arrest Harabusha. No, Hayato. I was set free, but Hayato was taken into custody instead. It was unbelievable. All I could do was watch blankly. As Hayato passed me, he said, "Didn't I tell you I'd protect you?" Just with those words right into my ears. He and the patrol squadron left Kiryu. Miss Amana, I left the strength on my body and fell to my knees. Iro rushed over and tried to lift me up. Hayato, Hayato. Hayato. No, why'd you go to jail for me? Why did I have to go to jail at all? What the hell is going on with this route? Let's calm down and go to the back room. But Hayato's, Miss Amana, please try to calm down. Suddenly my body was floating. I realized Iroh's face was next to mine. He had lifted me up. I can walk by myself. Yeah, it's very interesting that that would happen. I'm sure you can, but you won't do it yourself. I felt guilty and hung my head low, unable to say anything. I made a huge ruckus. I caused everyone trouble. If it was possible, I wanted to turn back time. Iroh brought me into his room and served me some hot tea to help calm me down. I didn't deserve his kindness because I caused trouble for everyone here at Kiryu. Iroh, as I took a breather, I could tell Kagura on the other of the door. Yes, is that you, Kagura? Yes, excuse my intrusion. Is it true that Hayabusa has been arrested? Kagura was calm and composed, but right now his voice was filled with panic. My guilt tormented me and squeezed my chest. I looked forward and noticed that Kagura was looking away from Kagura. World travels quickly around here. Yes, but why? I want to know as well. I can't imagine someone as diligent as him committing a crime. I knew I had to say it, but I couldn't get the words out very well, so I stayed quiet. It's nothing to worry about. Can you take care of the store and our customers to prevent an uproar? Yes. But, Kagura, we must do what we can now. Yes, Kagura. Excuse me. If something comes up, tell me. They left and slowly closed the door. Iroh let out a small sigh. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Now, how should we deal with this? If there's an uproar in Kiryu, please attend to it well, Iroh. I'm sure Kagura can take care of it. You don't need to worry about our business. More importantly, why don't you worry about Hayabusa and yourself instead? I should, but I'm so sorry. I bowed my head to the floor. You don't need to do that. Please lift your head up. I didn't know how to take responsibility for all the things I've done. I'll take responsibility for this mess no matter way possible. I don't know what I can do now, but I promise to make it up for this someday. Do you really think that's what I want from you? But please stop bowing your head so we can talk. Worry about these things won't get you anywhere. Thanks. It doesn't matter what the truth is. I'm sure everyone will agree to help Hayabusa. Huh? Hayabusa's a seriously uninteresting man, but everyone here at Kiryu is fond of him and how trustworthy he is. Hayabusa says he can't need help that couple escape, everyone would believe him, or they would interfere and say those things for a reason. God is always watching and never abandons those who do good deeds. You like Iroh's eyes that much? He's a very beautiful man. Should I do his route next? I was gonna do Takao's route next. The more I hear Iroh talk, the more the chest hurt. It was my fault. I allowed this to happen. To such an outstanding person. Iroh, what's going to happen to Hayato? I'm sure they're torturing him right now. Torture? My face went pale, and then if they find him guilty, they'll execute him. What? They'll kill him? They'll kill him? What the fuck? But I'm sure they won't do anything like that to Hayabusa. Okay, well then, you scared me for no reason. I'm sure he'll have to endure a painful punishment for a few months. That can't be. He won't be able to sleep very long and won't be given food or water. They'll peel his skin, bind him with ropes, and dunk him in water. It was horrific just hearing it. They were going to do those brutal things to him. Are you alright? Yes, the things Iroh told me were so astounding. It made my head spin. Think about Hayato enduring all of this pain towards me. Not BDSM prison. I don't think it's that kind of prison, bruh. I think they're waterboarding them. No. I won't allow that to happen. I'm going to meet with them and tell them that I helped the couple escape. Stop that. By this way, Hayato will stop. His tone wasn't forceful at all, but I knew I had to listen to him, so I sat up straight. You understand what Hayabusa is trying to do deep down? Huh? He wants to protect his beloved at all costs. That's why he volunteered to sacrifice himself for you. I hung my head low and bit my lip. Even if that was true, it was my fault that this was happening to him. Oh my god. Can I just accept it? Can I just accept that it's okay? It's kind of a big deal, but not really a big deal. But at that moment... Ah! Takawa! Hi, Takawa Takao-san! How are you doing? I've missed you. What? Ouch, stop being rough with me. You know I'm going to do this because of your bad manners. So it doesn't give me the right to pull up my ears like that. I could hear people starting to make a ruckus from behind the door. Ira looked irritated as he let out a deep breath. Enough, Takawa. I was shouted into Takawa and Takawa became silent. A few seconds later, great, it's your fault that they found us. It's because of your bad manners. As they quarreled amongst themselves, the two of them opened the door. I can't believe your ears dropping in front of my room. Takawa, I can see your true colors now. You're scaring me, Iroh. Takawa-san. Hi, baby. Takawa's shoulders were shaking immensely. He was right. Iroh-san was scary when he used a deeper tone. I'm enraged, so it's only natural that you're scared. What happened to your work? My customer for the night had already left. Oh. It's not your fault, so don't worry. Alright. I was a bit surprised because I felt like he'd read my mind. Takawa had really strong senses. What about you, Takawa? Yeah, I couldn't get any customers tonight. Are you sure you weren't just being lazy about advertising yourself? Of course not. Looks like I hit the bullseye. Were you worried about the ruckus? Well, something like that. Anyone would be curious about it. I mean, Hayabusa's the one who caused it. You always create a ruckus, don't you? Oh. It's not a sufficient reason to skip out on work. Return to your post at the window. But, hey, what are we gonna do about her? Takawa's foreign-looking eyes sparkled as he asked this question. This isn't your concern. Oh, I see. How boring. But you seem a lot calmer now. It's not good for a beautiful woman like you to cry your eyes out. Takawa looked at me in the eyes and smirked, and I panicked and looked away. Takawa, don't tease her. Well, I'm just having fun. Better than letting her stay depressed. Ha, that's true. Takawa. Yeah, I'll shut up. I'll shut my mouth and go back to work. Yes, I want you to escort this young lady to the front gate tonight. Huh? Takawa was surprised by Iroh's orders. We both looked at each other. Yeah, I went up a little bit in the likability. Let me do as I please. Let's see. Iroh had ordered Takawa-san to I didn't know to put san, but I'm just so used to calling him Takawa-san. Takawa-san to escort me to the front gate. Takawa and I looked at each other in astonishment. Oh, that's unusual. You're sure caring when it comes to this girl, aren't you, Iroh? I'm sure it's just your imagination. After all that happened, nothing bad will happen if I had escorted her to the front gate. I don't mind, but I feel so guilty. I couldn't accept your kindness after everything I've done. It's alright. Iroh said to be a demon, but we'll make exceptions for Hayabusa's lovely wife. What? It has a nice ring to it. I'd love to find a girl like that. Takawa-san! You already found a girl like that! It was me! It was me! I was the one for you! I was made for you! I was made for you, Takawa-san. Stay quiet, you. Alright. But if I like Hayabusa and act like a good boy, Iroh will start to favor me. I should reform myself. Please do just that. You're too difficult to deal with and give headaches all the time. Well, I shouldn't have said anything. Why don't we go soon, Amana? But my mood started to brighten up after hearing their conversation. But being treated so nicely after all this made me feel awkward. Just accept it. Just accept it, girl. There might still be a ruckus outside of Kiryu. It's dangerous to travel alone tonight, so spend the night if you wish. How about it? You don't look so well either. Shouldn't you just go home and some proper rest? You can come here tomorrow afternoon and I'll arrange so that you can meet with Hayabusa. What? Takao? It's fine. I'm just following your example. Ira looked wary, but Takao looked at him with a smile. Got it. I'll be waiting for you tomorrow. You'll be able to talk to him for a while. I don't know how to thank you. You don't have to. Seeing you and Hayabusa happy is enough for me. Takao, you still have hope. Where there was a will, there's a way. Being unable to see your dreams come true in the pleasure district is the worst type of punishment. The cow smiled with extreme kind. I thought I was done crying, but the dormant tears rolled down my face. Thank you so much. I haven't done a thing. This guy's the one who's gonna take you to the front gate. Ow, don't push me. All that's left is Iroh's judgment. You can't just leave these two young and inexperienced kids alone. So I guess you do have a heart, Iroh. I thought you were gonna trick this girl into giving you her valuables, but so you knew about that too. Huh? What are you talking about? You don't have to know. What? Iroh, it seems that there are courtesans who love to gossip, crawling around Kiryu. You should assume that the walls have eyes and ears. It looks like I can't speak carelessly inside my own room. Well, if there's something that's truly confident, then you should keep it to yourself. Takao, take her home already. Yes, sir. Wait, don't order me around, Takao. My cheeks fell loose in just a little bit. I noticed that I had been smiling. Now, your face looks so much brighter now. Let's go, Amana. I thank Iroh and Takao politely and leave Kiryu. Hayato had taken me down Yoshiwara's main road numerous times. However, Takao was by my side tonight. I never meant to make Hayato suffer this much. I didn't want to cause any trouble or bring anyone bad luck. A deep sense of regret was swimming inside of me. Don't make such a gloomy face. Oh my god, Takao-san. It would make Hayabusa sad to see you like this. Takao spoke in brightly indifferent tone. I looked at him and noticed that he was smiling. But you're right, Hayabusa must be. You know what happened to him now? I hesitated but slowly started to nod. Oh, did Iroh tell you? Yes, that's why it's so hard for me. I don't know what to do. I'll tell you something because of how earnest you are. The hardship men endure for their loved ones are like medals to them. Got it? Medals? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? He's suffering for his one true love. Because of Takao's exciting tone, it made me think that this happening to Hayato was admirable. Though I knew that wasn't the case. But right now, Hayato is. Thinking about Hayato's suffering made me chest feel like splitting in two. Men are a bit more sturdier than women, so you don't have to worry that much. We looked at each other and I could sense that he wanted me to smile. I started to smirk a little. In that case, cheer up. I'm sure Hayabusa wants you to smile. Okay. Thinking about what I should do a little more. Sounds good. But you and Hayabusa think about each other so much you should relax a little. Thanks. We're in the front gate in no time. Somehow in the pleasure district, Hayato was. Yes, I was reluctant, but ultimately I had to go home. My son was still out. I headed towards Kiryu as promised, and Takao took me to the jail where Hayato was being held. Takao, thank you so much. No, don't worry about it. You've been so good to me. I thought a lot about last night's events and remember how gallant you've been. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. It doesn't mean anything. I know, I'm just teasing you a little bit. What were you thinking? Well, I was thinking about the time you'd eavesdrop on us at Hayato's room. Oh yeah, that happened. You hadn't told Iroh about that. You heard, right? I'm sure you hadn't because you're so nice to me. Yeah, I wondered. Why don't you tell me? Doesn't matter either way. You heard my conversation with Iroh yesterday, right? There are courtesans who love to gossip crawling around Kiryu. Finally hit me. It really didn't matter. I was sure that. Takao let other people decide what they wanted to believe. It was on me to trust him or doubt him. He was so mysterious. All these events helped me understand why Hayato looked up to Takao. Here it is. The guards should be out patrol right now. Now's the time you can sneak in and meet with him. Thanks. Don't make too much of a scene just because the guards aren't around. I won't. I silenced my foot as I infiltrated the guard station. Oh no, he's beat up! Hayato! I shouted and rushed over to Hayato. Amana. Oh no! Baby's all beat up! Oh no, he's all beat up! Hayato slowly lifted his head up. His eyes shined in a dim space. Why are you here? Well, Takao led me here. Takao did? You sure haven't gotten yourself into a fine mess. They beat him up! Small scratches or not, he was still beat up! He was still beat up! They beat my yacht hut. Hayato! Hayato's eyes opened in a wide shock and returned to his senses. You can't stay here. They'll be back in a minute. It's okay, Hayabusa. Right now, the officers are out on patrol and there's only one young guard out in the front. Is that true? Yeah, so we have a little bit of time. Feeling relieved, Hayato breathed and slowly started to blink. It was only one night, but he looked so pale, his clothes were tattered and his bruises all over. Hayato, I can't believe they did this to you. I took a handkerchief from my bosom. Bosom. Bosom, that's right. From my bosom. And tried to wipe the dirt from his cheeks. I reached out and touched his body. His body shivered, but then he put his hand over mine. It was the coldest I've ever felt. It trembled little by little. Hayato. I put both my hands over his and gripped it tightly. I'm so sorry, this is all my fault. It is my fault. It is my fault. And this is all on my own. You don't have to worry. I decided to do this in case anything happened. But it hurts, doesn't it? It's better than imagining you suffering in pain. But you're all scarred up. This is the first time I've ever felt cherished somebody more than myself. You're more important than anything else to me. You're so important to me that's why I'm protecting you. You'll let me continue doing it, right? No. Heh. There you go, saying no to everything. I can't help it. I don't like to see you suffer. I never wanted to see you suffer either. Oh, Hayato slowly started to hug me. Oh, I'm so glad. I could hear his whisper vanish into my ear. It went inside of me and made me overjoyed. I put my arms around him as well. I don't know what to do. I do if I never saw you again. I don't want that. Yeah, neither do I. He buried his face in my neck. He gave me a light kiss on the spot. Oh, our bodies separated slightly. This time we kissed on the lips. My heart throbbed and I couldn't breathe. It was all so painful. Mwah, mwah. The kiss even deeper than ever before. Mwah, 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 mwah. We pressed our lips together forcefully. Amana. Hayato. And then, as he sweetly and gently pecked my lips, Hayato pulled back. I slowly opened my eyes and we were now looking straight at each other. Then, Hayato suddenly started blinking. I forgot you were here, Takao. Takao saw that! Takao was like, damn, look at these motherfuckers go! They're really doing it right here. That was right. Takao was right there with us. I'm just gonna blush, bruh. I was so impressed that I couldn't think. My cheeks gradually became flushed. You don't have to be embarrassed, Amana. Yeah, I'm used to seeing that stuff in Yoshiwara, but this is really intense. It tastes different each time, doesn't it? Takao began to chuckle. I really couldn't handle how embarrassing it was. In an instant, all I can do was... Did I get any points for that? Yeah, I did. In an instant, all I can do is think about was Hayato. I couldn't think of anything else. Sorry, Takao. I'm sorry. You don't need to worry about it. It's only natural to let your passions flow in a place like this. Takao's like, I've seen people make out all the time. Not a big issue. It's okay. You two can continue if you mind me watching. We wouldn't do that. Are you sure? You really don't act like a courtesan, Hayabusa. I can't believe your cheeks are pink just like hers after doing that. So I noticed that Hayato's cheeks were really red. We looked at each other and flushed cheeks, and then... Well, I looked at each other's flushed cheeks, and then Hayato brought his lips closer. This time we kissed each other softly. An emotional reunion. Thank you, Takao. I don't know how to thank you. You don't have to thank me. Takao smiled gently and it felt so comforting. Hayato must have felt the same because he started to smile too. What about Kiryuwa? I'm sure Iroh's furious. He didn't seem that mad. Yeah, Iroh treated me so nicely. Everyone in Kiryu is so kind. Yeah, you're right, but don't you think Iroh's scary? Him? Yeah. He may be a little scary. I guess Iroh's kind of kind to women as well. I see, that's good. I guess you're right. I'm in his debt, so what am I saying? Hayato looked at a bit regretful. It's only nature to feel anxious when you see anything around you. It's all right, Hayato. Everyone at Kiryu is worried about you. They're all very concerned. I'm so thankful. But I don't want to cause them any more trouble. It's all right. You haven't caused any trouble before. So one time should be enough. I'm sure you won't be punished. But we need to proceed with caution. I swear you two are like peas in a pod. Huh? Is there something similar about us? I'm sure you haven't noticed because you're part of your personalities. Tell me what's similar about us. For one, the way you two are so curious about everything. You're both kind, earnest, and don't like to rely on others. Hayato and I looked at each other and then tilted our heads. Am I like that? Am I like that? You two are really like siblings. We're not like siblings. I'm sorry. We're not like siblings. I'm sorry. We're not like siblings. I don't want to have relations with my brother. I'm good. Thank you very much. I felt happy and embarrassed at the same time. Sweet home Alabama. Roll Tide! Roll Tide! My cheeks begin to feel slightly warm. But that's time's almost up. Already, we were finally able to see each other, but our time together was almost over. It was painful and rough. I clenched my teeth together. Amana. Hayato called out to me, sounding defeated. He held my hands tightly and looked at me. His eyes entranced me, and our eyes interlocked. Listen to me. I just want to make sure we don't tell anyone that what actually happened. We were unfortunate because of the daughter of a wealthy merchant was one of the elopers. That's why patrol officers are trying to hunt down anyone involved. Oh. That's interesting. I wanted to play because they were childhood friends. That's why I chose this one. And he's cute. Doesn't sound like this is going to end well. Yeah, so don't do anything, Amana. And make sure to never talk about the truth, okay? Do you understand, Amana? Yeah. Okay. Good girl. Nice. I got called the good girl. Love it. Head pats! He petted my head, but... I hadn't promised him anything. I would probably take action. It might betray Hayato's feelings, but I might end up telling someone what actually happened. Hayato, I have one more thing to tell you. What I hope it's not something sad. Don't worry, I want to tell you about Takao. Takao looked over at Takao, but he quickly looked over at me. I know for a fact that Takao hadn't snitched on us for Iroh, huh? He couldn't have done it because he's a good person. He's always willing to help us out. Amana, please understand, Takao's really important to you, isn't he? Hayato smiled gently. He then wrapped his arms around my cheeks and slowly caressed them. I know that for a while now, huh? Takao isn't the type of person that would go around spreading rumors. If I had thought about it calmly, I would have figured out immediately. I'm such a fool. I doubted him for a moment that day. Do you trust him now? Of course I do. I've known Takao for a long time, but not as long as I've known you. I should have known what kind of person he was, but when it comes to things about you, my field of view gets blocked. Should have fixed that bad habit of mine. Hayato. He smiled gently like a shy young boy. But it was a very somber smile. I felt like Hayato was about to disappear any second now. His face looked empty. It's time. We held each other's hands tightly, and I said, Hayato, goodbye. It's almost like we never see each other again. Mana, don't be reckless. Yeah, same to you. We'll let go of each other's hands. It reminded me of the time we parted in the front gates. I felt so lonelier now than these times. I was frightened, helpless, and scared. I loved him. Maybe. Wait, what's going on? That's so weird. Huh, that's so interesting. Stupid Twitch. In all these years, ever since I was a kid, I've been in love with him all along. Amana, let's go. Front gate was getting louder. It was time for us to leave. Hayato, I love. Rather late, he laid one last finger on me. We exited the exit before I could finish my last words. We returned to the pleasure district. I went home in a daze. What should I do now? No matter how much I thought about it, I can't come up with an answer. But if possible, I want to see Hayato again tomorrow. That's all I could think of. It was the last chance I could. I grabbed my sewing kit and began making a good luck charm. Please. I pray that nothing bad would happen to Hayato again. When I was young, I tried making a good luck charm even though I hadn't known how. At the time, Hayato had been sick and had suffered a high fever for 3 days. I pricked myself over and over again. I've been worried about Hayato was going to die. I cried about making it, and I've cried when I'd give it to his mother. Now that I think about it, after recovering, Hayato is always in perfect health. Remember, he had always kept that crappy charm on him. Hayato really cherished his possessions. He even remembered the confit candy that I loved. He made sure not to run out of it and had continuously buying even though I wasn't there. These candies were especially sweet. I'm sure you love them. I opened my lips and let him feed me sweet, sweet candies. My lips had become hot after he touched them. I've been nervous and couldn't figure out the flavor. How does it taste? If I hadn't been able to tell him my thoughts even after he asked me that. After that, we made a pinky promise. I promised to take the valuables. Pinky promise. It felt so nostalgic. I've been a sweet, gentle promise to bind and protect me. My first time at Yoshiwara, and that day I been reunited with Hayato. It had only been a few days ago, but it felt like it's been ages ago. And I had felt like our years apart hadn't existed. By that day, I'd been reunited at Inari Shrine. The moon looked beautiful tonight, thank you. It's like something wonderful is about to happen. It's been so many years since I've seen Hayato. He's matured wonderfully into a beautiful courtesan. He fascinated me. On that gorgeous, charming night, my beloved Hayato had become a nighttime butterfly. Nevertheless, he had the change on his insides and was kind, innocent, and earnest. I never thought I'd see you again so quickly. You don't have to look so sad. You should laugh because you've become so pretty. He caressed my head and cheeks softly. I cuddled up to my beloved's warmth. My heart was filled with joy, and that was when I started to go into the pleasure district. Mana, you need to get up soon. We were never a morning person. The morning after we slept in the futon, he was sounded so embarrassed. I wish you could say this like this forever. I dreaded leaving him, but I've always been so excited to see him again. Hayato hadn't liked that I'd been going to the pleasure district, but that was the only place we could meet, and there was nothing I could do about it. Later, I confessed to Hayato that I helped those two run away. I'm sure I'll forget about the logic and help them too. That's what he told me while I regretted my actions. No matter how, I'm here to protect you. I've always kept you safe no matter what in the situation. He said those words to me when I've been scared, and all the while he protected me just as he promised. I'd been the one who hadn't kept my promise. Naruto told me to keep the valuables safe, but I plan on giving Kiryu holding them for me. Then Hayato had been arrested. After sewing the last stitch in the good luck charm, I held a deep breath. I realized I was crying and gently wiped my tears away. My mother started speaking to me right at the moment. Amana, do you know where the sewing kit is? My door suddenly opened. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I was using it. I quickly tidied up the sewing kit. My mom came to my room without making a sound. Is that a good luck charm? Oh, yeah. This is. You made one in the past, too. This one has been for Hayato? Yes, that's right. He's been really sick this time, right, huh? What's wrong? Why are your eyes red? Her gentle voice made me cry. I was surrounded by such kind people, and yet, what's the matter? I told my mother about everything that had happened. I'm sorry, Mom. So that's what happened. I wasn't supposed to tell anybody else, and I told my fucking mom! I wasn't supposed to tell anybody else, and I told my mom! don't know what to do anymore. My mother grabbed my shoulders tightly. Amana, listen to carefully what I'm about to tell you. You haven't helped any runaways, huh? That was something that happened in your dreams. You never done something like that. Do you understand? But you just tell yourself that you haven't done it. If you promise me that, I could do something about this mess. Huh? What are you talking about? The patrol officer is an old acquaintance of mine. I might be able to do something if I talk with him. That shocking fact was right next to me this entire time. My mother and I headed to Yoshiwara. We made able to do something. Hayato might be set free. We could be together again. I felt impatient that those fleeting expectations filled my heart. And then... You're my treasure. 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 Together with my mother, I was on my way to visit the patrol supervisor. When we arrived, the sun set and the day was becoming night. And if you say that, I can't. Have you forgotten how indebted you are to me? It has nothing to do with this. My daughter hasn't done anything, and that's courtesan's name. Hayabusa is innocent. People hear that you have arrested an innocent courtesan, and it's solely your reputation. Give me a break. That courtesan ran off with the daughter of a wealthy merchant from this area. He told us to capture anyone involved with the case. Isn't your job to do something like that? If I had saved you back then, and you and your husband would have failed to elope, and your life would have been completely different. Don't bring that up when somebody hears you. Long ago, my mother acted as a mediator for the patrol supervisor and a courtesan. If it weren't for my mother, they might have run away as well. After that, the two talked for a long time. Oh, alright, I'll do something about it. I knew I could rely on you. No one snitched on us. Apparently, they heard Kiryu's apprentice courtesan gossiping about it. Thanks to my mother's help, Hayato was released safely. Yes! He got out of jail! He's free! Free my boy, Hayato! Free my boy, Hayato! Free him! We're back. Iroh brought Hayato back to Kiryu. Hayato! I was overjoyed and called his name. Amana. My mom came through with the get out of jail card. That's right. Hayato looked relieved and smiled at me. He started walking towards me. I was so happy that I wanted to jump on his arms right away. Hayato stopped in the front of us and bowed his head. Thank you very much. I heard that you mediated that negotiation for me. Thank you thank you to Amana, and I can. Stop right there. I don't need you to thank me. It's only natural that I help out my daughter's lover. Even so, if it's up to you, Hayato. You're so embarrassing, Mom. Moms, you're embarrassing me. Don't call Hayato my lover. I haven't slept with him yet. We're not lovers. We're just really good friends that make out. We're friends with benefits right now. I guess it's a lover. Okay, I guess it's a lover. Okay, I guess that's a lover. Okay, she's right. Okay, moms are always right. Tugged on her sleeve lightly. She snorted and Hayato raised his head. Right at that moment, Kiryu's second floor started getting noisy. I heard noise of footsteps running down the stairs. Takao-san! I hope you guys never get tired of me saying that, because I'm gonna say that every time he shows up on the screen. He truly is my husband. I'm so hyper focused on him. You know how people have like hyper fixations on stuff? I now have a hyper fixation on Tokiwa-san. Hayabusa's innocent and has been set free. Tokiwa, don't walk in front of me. Though I do. Now listen to me. I do like the idea of Tokiwa and Takao-san making out. They're hot. They should totally make out with each other. I kind of like this as a yaoi couple. What? You're not into yaoi? Oh, you're not? Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. I did forget, and I'm very sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll be careful next time. I'll be careful next time. Yeah, you know how I be forgetting stuff a lot of the times. But if it really bothers you, I'm very very sorry about it. I did not mean to make you uncomfortable. You're the one who should shut up, Takawa. You're so rude for a courtesan. You ran in front of me as well. Ah, okay. Oh, you're here, Mana. How do you feel? It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's so noisy around here. Everyone, I'm so sorry for causing all of this trouble. You don't have to worry about how many times do I have to fucking apologize? That's the question. How do I have to fucking apologize? I wonder if there's any fan art out there. I can't stop apologizing. I need an apology counter and I need a Takawa-san. Maybe for you, Kagura had a lot of work to do. I'll just drink water every time I apologize. I'll just drink water. I've got my delicious tea next to me. I will overdose on water. I have to be careful not to drink too much water though, but I'm not drinking enough, so I gotta drink more. Delicious. I love cherry blossom tea. It's so good. Never thought of it as troubling. Wow, you were here, Kagura? Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't have to glare at me, do you? I'm not glaring. Oh, I see. Everything's been cleared up, so we can have a rest assured now. I'm indebted to you. I didn't do anything. You should be thankful to Kagura. Kaguro, I haven't done anything either. I tried to speak in place of so much. Either way, everyone go back to work. Harabusha isn't going to run away or hide from us. After hearing Haru's word, everyone reluctantly left the room. Haru turned around and Hayato was bowing his head deeply. Hayato and I were together once again. My mom just let me be with him. My mom was just kind of like, okay, bye girl, have fun. You have fun with your lover. I never expected it to end like this. Yeah, me either. It's unreal that I've been crying while sewing together a good luck charm. Oh, I just remembered. The good luck charm I made was in my hand. Amana. No, it's nothing. I didn't need it anymore. Shaking my head, I started to smile. Don't brush it off. I thought I heard you say something about a good luck charm. Did somebody say something about delicious good luck charms? Delicious pancakes? Yeah, I did. I made some. I did not hit her. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, I did. I made one. And now that you're free, I was thinking that I don't need it anymore. Did you make it for me? Yeah, that was the only thing I could do for you. Are you talking about this? Huh? Dangled a shoddy good luck charm in front of me. It was the one I made for him as a child. You still have that? I never threw this away. I narrowly escaped death thanks to this thing. You're exaggerating. I heard that the illness just had to go away after 3 days. But some people had died. I could have been one of them. I'm glad, if you put it that way, I'm glad you're alive. Right? I'm always thankful. Hayato held the old charm in his hand. I never thought he would have cherished it this much. This is the only worn out one, so maybe I'll store it in a drawer. I was just thinking about how I wanted to make a new good luck charm. Really? Just came to me right now. Oh, Hayato. You'll give it to me, right? I wouldn't want to waste it. Okay. I took out the good luck charm and placed it in Hayato's hand. The two charms were side by side. The one I made as a kid was falling apart, just as Hayato said. Thanks, Amana. I'll take care of both of them. You don't have to, you know. I can make as many as you want. Each of them is special. Every little thing you give me is a little treasure to me. Slowly, Hayato took his hand with the charm and placed it over mine. Oh, he then pulled me closer and hugged me. I know, so cute, so cute. I was surprised by his sudden actions and looked at his face. Soon after, he kissed me. That's right. He pressed his soft lips against mine roughly. He changed his angle and was like devouring my lips as they mingled together. Amana. Softly and sweetly, his lips called my name. I always get so embarrassed reading this. I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, but it's so embarrassing each time. It's so embarrassing each time having to read it to you guys. It's like, chat, close your eyes. Close your eyes, chat. It's happening. His hot, wet tongue pushed between my teeth. My chest started to clench in pain. I was reminded of the flavor from the confetti candies. He parted my lips and placed a sweet candy into my mouth. Oh my god. Even though his tongue wasn't the least bit sweet, it felt like his tongue was melting me. I felt like a little afraid. And the moments I clung to him. You read so many stuff and I still don't understand smut scenes or get embarrassed when I see kiss scenes. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. I guess I get a little bit flustered over the whole thing. It just kind of feels like, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of feels like, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like sitting in a room with somebody and then reading smut, and it's just kind of like embarrassing because everyone knows what's happening, and it's like, am I a pervert? Am I a pervert? It's the question. Am I a pervert? And I don't know. Yeah. It just hits this weird spot. Eek. Oh, nice. The one with Takawa-san was better. There's no way I can get myself to turn like that. Yeah, there's no way I can get myself to turn like that. Yeah. Not as a Amada a pervert. We'll find out in the next harem adventures. Just make a book just called like, I'm not a pervert, I just like reading smut. I look around and realize that I was looking at the ceiling. I could see Hayato looking down at me. Amana, are you alright? I never knew how sensual Hayato was. It's how sensual he was. Oh, how lewd. His strong glistening eyes were filled with passion. Might have been because of the saliva, but they were very captivating. My skin showing from his unraveled kimono was as white as the light in the room. I like reading smut, but it does not mean I'm a pervert, so please pat me gently. That's the new title of my book. It was alluring and captured my eyes. Even if you ask me that. I always wonder if I could get in trouble for Twitch or playing this game. I put all of the content classifications, but I sometimes worry about whether or not I get in trouble. Yeah, you know the manga titles are so long because they can't write summaries, so they have to put everything in the name of the manga. It's called hentai and it's art. It's not smut, it's art. Okay, then I won't ask. He kissed my neck softly. At the same time, he skillfully slipped his hand into my blouse. Oh my god. No, not Takawa-san. Hayato! It tickles. Hayato slid his hand around my bare skin and my body withered in pleasure. I got Takawa-san in my mind. Is it bad that I want to replay his route? Am I down bad? Am I down bad? I think I'm down bad. I think I'm down bad. I'm down real bad. I'm looking for artists to draw art. I'm down bad. There's a Takawa shaped hole in my mind. Last night I was talking to my cat and I was petting my cat and I was like, "Oh man, you must miss your dad, right?" And I was like, "Your dad, Takawa-san." My cat's sitting there like, "Who the fuck is Takawa-san?" I'll tell you something worth your while. What? Places that tickle you are the places where you're the most sensitive. Oh my god. Don't laugh at me! Don't laugh at me! I fall for 2D men so easily. I just love 2D men. No, you jerk. It's true, Amana. I'll make it feel good in no time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I tried to argue with him, but my mouth was sealed up once again. My body twisted and I turned because of the tickling feeling. Hayato's hand slid across my body. It felt like I was getting hot, as if my body was on fire. You have three. You have three waifus. I right now only have, I don't know, I have like a lot of husbandos. I can't remember all their names. Yeah, Takawa-san is in another shrine together with Kilia and Koshimizu or Tsukiyomi. I'm surprised you remember the Shin Megami Tensei one. Good on you, Beal. I'm surprised you remember that one. This time This time Takawa-san isn't a bad guy. What you gotta say about that, Leo? Takawa-san is not a bad guy. My ticklish spots felt so good. Good girl. Yes, yes, I do have a tattoo. I do have a tattoo. And fan fiction. I do have a tattoo. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's because Leo made fun of me for having anime tattoos. He said I had Naruto tattoos. I remember, Leo. You said I had Naruto tattoos, and I had to send you my tattoos to prove you wrong. I sent you one tattoo to prove you wrong. Though it tingled with a bit of impurity. Will you devote yourself to me? I don't want to give you to anyone else. Oh my god. I don't want anyone else to see you like this. Amana, I love you. Oh my god. Hayato. Just thinking about you makes my chest burst with passion. I don't want to leave you ever again. Yeah, Hayato is very possessive. Yeah, me neither. Hayato hugged me tightly. He buried himself deep within my waist. On this night, I learned the joy of being Hayato's one and only lover. Oh, man. The day after Hayato and I became one for the first time. How does your body feel? Damn, he's really direct. He's like, are you okay? I opened my eyes while Hayato held me. It's fine. For a moment, I vividly remember what we had done last night. Nice. It was embarrassing and my heart throbbed violently again. I put the sheets over me so Hayato would notice. What's wrong? Does it hurt after all? I was trying to be gentle because it was your first time. Oh my god. Stop, you don't have to bring that up. Are you blushing? No, I'm not. Then let me see your face. Eek! He pulled the covers over me forcefully and I balled up to cover my skin. You're horrible, Hayato. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. You're so cute last night. No, that was, Hayato's hand slid across my bare body. He embraced me and kissed me on the forehead. It's almost time for us to part, so I want to be the front for you a little more. Hayato, I wonder if a couple had been reluctant to leave each other like this. Yeah, who knows? Apparently those two couldn't wait until their contract as a courtesan was over. Huh? What do you mean? Apparently the woman's household wouldn't allow her to buy him. Supposedly they said that she needed to go to the mainland to find a husband. That's why they had no future with her parents in the way. That's so sad. I'm sure her family misses her. Yeah, of course they do. Maybe she can still be forgiven even now. Her parents should be able to understand how they feel now. You're so optimistic, but you might be right. In order to change their minds, they need to show their love is true. Yeah, I want to try and look for those two runaways. And not find a way for her and her parents to find happiness. A way for everyone to be happy, huh? I love how you put people's needs above your own. Hayato suddenly kissed me. We're having a serious conversation as I started to feel bitter. I knew there was no way I could hate Hayato's kisses. Alright then, shall we search for them? You have enough funds to do it too. Will you help me find them, Hayato? I'll try talking to Iroh. He's the only person I know that wouldn't run away from my courtesan's duties. Not to mention your valuables at Kiryu now, so you can pawn them off. Hayato, you're so smart. Hey, do you think I was a dunce or something? No, I didn't. I'm just praising you. Thanks. I just want to cherish our time together as a married couple. Huh? My contract is almost over anyways. Then use that money. Let me think about it together. Okay. After that, we received Iroh's permission and got my mother to Yeah, my mother's cool with it. And we made our way to the mainland to find the runaway couple. The scenery on the mainland was astonishingly different from our island. It felt like we traveled to the future, or a fantasyland world. Why are you spacing out? I'm just surprised. You seem calm though. I'm surprised too, but I'm probably just not expressing it on my face. We should move as we have a lot of time. I think I had a stroke reading that. We should get a move on as we have a lot to do, but no time to do it. Yeah, you're right. Searching for them blindly wouldn't lead us anywhere on the mainland. We prepared flyers to help us with our search. Let's start. Okay, we posted the flyers on the wall, telephone poles, and stores with their permission, of course. I hope we find them. Hayato mumbled as he sighed. Yeah. We made eye contact and smiled. Then... Amana, he kissed me. Oh my god. Mwah. Mwah. Hayato. Mwah. 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 There we go. I got my kisses in. Thought I heard voices and turned around. Hayato kissed me. The moment I felt his lips, my heart jolted and I naturally closed my eyes. We have to desire this even more. We can't just lust over other people's happiness. We have to lust over ours as well. I want us to be happy. Yeah, we'll find happiness too, won't we? I'm sure of it. We kiss each other once again. Each kiss gets deeper affection towards one another. Hayato put my arms over my shoulders. After our lips separated, we put our foreheads together. Alright, let's try it a little longer and then return to our island. Sure. We dreamed of bliss, everyone, and ourselves with happiness. Thinking about our dreams, we smile at each other over and over again. Oh, I didn't get the super happy ending. I got the regular happy ending. I didn't answer the right questions. Let me try to quickly do it. I gotta get out of here, but let me try to quickly do it. Let me see if that makes a difference what answers I choose. I need more percentage? I thought the percentages didn't count. Okay, I got 0 likability. I thought I did. I'm just clicking through it. I'm just clicking through it. Okay, I think this is the exact same one. Oh shit, I changed the screen. I didn't know I could do that. There's no way I can get out of here. Yeah, I didn't get the super, I didn't get the... Huh. Yeah, I got the same ending again. Damn it! Okay, well... What are sub-stories? Wait, there's more? There's more?! Wait, there's more?! I got 2 more stories with Takawa-san?! Yeah, Takawa-san only gets 2. Takao gets a lot. So does Iroh. Well, I got some more shit I gotta do. Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. I got more time with Takawa-san. Let's go. Let's see. Well, I would give Takawa-san's route. I didn't give my review on that one. I give that one a 9 out of 10. Actually, I give that one a 10 out of 10. He was everything I ever wanted. And everything I ever needed. Everything was perfect with that one. This one, I'm giving it a... This one with Hayato, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you for stopping by, Uzi. I really appreciate it. No, thank you so much. You're the best. I hope you unliked me being embarrassed and flustered and reading smut. Yeah, I give Hayato's route 7 out of 10. Oh, who's next? I might do Takao. Actually, I might finish the 2 scenarios for Hayato. The date one and the sequel. I might do that one. And then I wanted to do the sub stories for Takawa-san. Then after that, I'll pick Takao. I think that's my route. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Definitely let me know what the super happy route is, or what I have to do to get to it, because I definitely want to do it. Just don't want to have to do it all the way from the beginning. I think I might have gotten the answers wrong in the last chapter. I should have picked something differently. I have to do it all over again. We need more percentage, and then I load it at such a low percentage too. I loaded it at like 3%, so I have to do it all the way from the beginning. Yeah, I know I can skip, but it's still a lot to skip, bruh. It's a lot to skip. Yeah. Oh, got it. Yeah, really fucked up. I really fucked up that one. I'm pretty sure I needed like 50% or something to get the super happy ending. I'm not sure. But yeah. Well, I guess that's it. That's the end of stream. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow I'll be streaming the exact same thing, The Man of Yoshikawa. I also have the second version of it too, and I also have Nightshade. Yes, check the guide and let me know. I feel like it had to be like 50% or something. Yeah, I'm slightly addicted to this game. I'm slightly addicted to visual novels, but I have some other games in between that. Like, I have a new game, River City Girls. So I don't want you guys to get too like tired of visual novels. So I do have another game I can play. Let's see what the guide will say. Oh, yes! Yeah, I should do that. That's a really great idea. I should definitely do that. I don't tweet enough. Oh, look, Leo, and good news. I finished the prologue to my story. At least I feel like I ended in a good spot for a prologue. It's about like 5 pages, not the longest thing in the whole entire world, but I spaced it out, so it might be less than 5 pages. But I definitely did finish it. I'm gonna give it to Rachna, who's my... The guide you have doesn't tell you? Damn. Yeah, I had like 43, so I think it has to be over 50. Yeah, I'm very happy to be writing too. I feel like it's a great creative outlet and I really enjoy it. Ah, 50 to 60. Yeah, I assume that much. I had 60 something with Tokiwa-san, so I'm sure it's around 50 to 60. Yeah, there'll be a stream. I don't want to read it all for spoiler reasons, I guess. I don't know, man. Should I read it? Should I do a writing stream? Would it be boring to just would it be boring to just watch me type? I feel like I need one of those fancy keyboards that make a lot of sound. Oh shit, I just switched my stuff by accident. Yeah. It might be fun. I feel like I need one of those fancy keyboards that are like click, 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 click. Because let's see, can you hear my keyboard now? Yeah, she says I can hit you up for some Otomo games. Yeah, you can't really hear my keyboard because I filter out all the sounds. You'll be chaotic on those? Yeah. Yeah, we should do one. I'm so bad at, I'm not gonna lie, Beal. I'm so bad at setting up collabs. But I know I gotta do it. Yeah, you don't have to do an art stream. You don't have to do an art stream just yet. I get it. It's kind of embarrassing. It's like for me for a writing stream, like I'm worried about like how it's gonna be, and it's a lot different writing things out because I have to think a lot. But like I definitely would do it if I can get like a really nice mechanical keyboard. But you're so good at drawing. The potato version you drew of me was so cute. I like that a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to feel bad. No, it's not a bother at all. It could never be a bother, at least not to me. On asking things? Yeah, but still. Oh, it's not you, Amana. Okay, good. Well, don't be afraid to ask people for stuff. I know, it's a personality thing. It's hard to get across, but I'm sure one day you'll be able to handle that. It's okay, don't worry. You're never bothering people. You're not bothering or overwhelming people. I don't think you are. I think you're just asking for the things that you want, and I think that's very much okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We will have fun. We'll have fun. Nah, I like your voice. I like your voice. I'll have to say your accent's a little strong. So it's kind of hard for me to like understand sometimes. But like, other than that, your voice is really great. Oh, screams? You're talking to the Scream Queen over here. I used to scream and blow up my mic all the time playing Fall Guys. So like, I don't think I have any problem. Your English is really good, Leo. Sometimes there's certain things that I can't hear. But other times I have to say like 99% of the time, I understand you completely. What? Yeah, yeah, Leo. You also have a very nice voice. What? Well, you don't have to worry about me about the voice call. You can scream all you want in the voice call with me. I don't care. I'll be screaming with you. Screaming is really fun. If your friend doesn't like it, then forget about your friend. I like screaming. If you're gonna scream with me, if you're gonna scream, I'm gonna scream with you. So you don't have to worry about it with me at all. Screaming makes a good content. A collab, we just call it Screen Queens. We just yell at each other. Man, screw chat. No offense to you guys. Do whatever makes you happiest. I'm telling you, chat's gonna love it. Chat's gonna love it. You guys like it when I scream, right? Yeah, we're screaming over husbandos. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be in life. That's how life is supposed to be. We'll have lots of fun just screaming. Like we just see one man show up on the screen and we just start screaming. One guy's. Do you think, Beal, do you think we should do it with Nightshade? Since you haven't played it yet? Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, you're right, Beal. I'm not Beal. I mean, yes, you are also right, Beal. But you're right, Leo. Like, you just gotta do, like, whatever you can. Who cares what people think? Just do whatever makes you happy. I mean, that's why I'm a VTuber. Beal and Leo. It's all about doing what makes you happy. It's really what comes out in the end. If it makes you happy, you'll do it, and then you'll find people who also like what you do. That goes for everything in life. But yeah, I should head out. I gotta make dinner now. I'm gonna head out, guys. It was nice hanging out with you. I hope you enjoyed the stream and had a good time. I know I had a good time. Hayato's route was a little meh, but I had a good time. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. Thank you, thank you. I will. I'm glad you love the stream. Bye-bye.